He's already here. Good. A little late, but we'll work on that. What is he doing? Sorry, I know. Alright. Glad you're here.
How'd you know I was here?
It's not that hard to sense energy, especially yours, considering you are a demon.
I just thought I'd sneak up on you. Maybe some training would have came in handy. You know, working on my stealth.
I knew you entered Lyoko, but you were moving rather quickly, so it took me a minute to trace your energy. But you have to keep in mind I was also meditating, so it's a little easier.
You can't let me have any fun, huh?
When it comes to this sort of thing, no.
Well, I'm here.
Yes, indeed you are. So, let me ask you something. Have you been practicing what I taught you so far?
Oh, check it. And all of a sudden, he makes like a red orb around his palm. It's slightly less larger than his palm, though.
Good.
Eh? Eh? And he shoots it towards the wall, makes a small but noticeable crack.
Good. You've already gotten to another step I haven't taught you yet.
Well, I just copied what you did.
Very perceptive. And that's a good thing. So, if you're able to do that, then I guess then you've already well understood the way the energy travels through your body. So, we can start getting to the good stuff.
Good stuff. Where's the good stuff?
Channeling your energy through an item, such as your sword, for example.
That sounds neat.
Yes.
Oh,
Your weapon, it's not enchanted with anything demonic whatsoever, correct?
well, other than I made it from the parts I shaved off of me, and
So then it is
yeah,
demonic.
yeah, it has some semblance of it, I guess. Never really draw it out too successfully, though.
Hmm.
Tried it once.
Well,
That was a long time ago.
if it's demonic, well then that means it'll be easier for the energy to travel, like a conductor, so to speak. The sword that I carry
Conductor. Like, you mean
is...
when there's a lightning storm and I try to point upward?
Yes, think of it like that, except your energy is the lightning hitting the metal. And the metal is your sword. It runs through it easily. Good analogy. My sword here, I didn't make it myself. It was made by a powerful demon a very, very long time ago. Way before I even existed. He was... There's not much about him. Yes, Angel.
Hold on. You stop right there. You're actually getting cut off real bad.
Okay. Am I good now?
Yeah, explain that thing again, please.
Alright. Yes, this is Lyoko, Angel. Also, thank you for the follow, Creo. So, this blade right here, I did not make it. Rather, I retrieved it from somewhere. This was made by a demon, though. A demon
Oh.
way exceeded my time. He lived a very long time ago. Thousands of years, even.
Hmm.
There's not much known about him, but he was very powerful. He was on his path to gaining the title Archdemon.
Hmm.
But-
Archdemon, eh?
And he made this sword to strike down anybody who got in his way. Sadly, he did not finish his goal. His own people, you could say, turned against him. And he's had to slaughter all of them, and in the end, he used up all of his energy fighting a pointless war. He sealed what little power and himself within this blade. At least that's what the legend says.
Hmm.
This blade was made from a special metal that's found in hell. The name for it I don't know, but it's hotter. It can handle the heat of hellfire. So this is a very special sword.
Hmm.
And it is also a very good conductor for my own demonic energy. As he says that, he'll grip his grip will tighten. You'll see red electric sparks spark around his hand, and then it will swirl all over the blade.
Whoa.
Empowering your own
You
energy.
have a gesture for that.
What, Angel?
You have a gesture for that.
I do not. Do I?
Yeah, you have the particle effect on the sword.
Are you sure? Because I have not found it.
I'm pretty sure you do.
What is it?
Hold on, let me.
God, it's like
I'm
looking
pretty
up
sure
a
I added it to
dictionary
it.
in the middle
What
of the
it-
test.
What is it? I don't remember all the gestures at the top of my head.
If my hunch is correct, I think
Oh.
most likely finger point.
What is that in Shift and F keys?
F5? It'd be a dual gesture.
Well, you can't pull out dual gestures. Wait, can you?
It's just different. It's just the other shift key. I will be able to tell you exactly whether or not you have this or not
Oh, let me check it.
when Unity decides to post. Continue.
I'm trying.
Also, is this a Lyoko?
Yes, this is in Lyoko. I don't like that silence you're giving me.
You do realize you're technically in my sector then, right?
Yeah. Anyways, but I've been given permission to be in here, so
Yeah, that's fine.
I tried every gesture, Angel. I don't have it. It's fine. We'll just improv it. Okay.
Thank you for wasting our time.
All right.
Okay.
Back in RP. 3,
Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
1. So yeah, he just did the lightning thing.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah. And I'm gonna teach you how to do this as well.
Ooh.
Because while using your own demonic energy to empower you is useful, shaping it into barriers or offensive attacks, your weapon will always be a part of you. What better yet to make it more of like an extra limb than adding your own energy to it, so that you can do things like this. He swings his sword upwards, and a slash of energy goes to hit the rock right there, making an imprint going through.
Ooh. Wow, it's like a ranged attack, but also not.
Exactly. It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But this can also be used
Right.
for close ranged as well. Gives your weapon
I'd
more
imagine it-
durability as well.
Yeah. I'd imagine if someone got hit with that point blank, it would
It'd be very
actually
painful for
hurt a
them.
lot. Yeah.
That's why it's a useful attack.
Hmm.
Until you get the hang of it, though, it is not easy to do. It requires a lot of concentration and control of your energy.
Oh.
So, before we get to that point where I'm teaching you attacks with your demonic energy through your blade, for now I'm just going to teach you how to send your own energy through it.
Hmm.
Before we do that, though, I do want to see how well you can sword fight.
Oh. Now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I guess this is happening. Oof. Okay.
Alright. For now, don't run any energy through this, but rather just fight as you've been fighting before with your blade.
Okay. Alright. Don't let me down.
Your move.
My move. Okay. I'll come up real close, trying to slash you from down, but in like that sort of way.
Okay. He'll bring his blade up to block it. So
Mhm.
basically sideways
Oh, okay.
up. So he's blocking it.
Mhm.
And then he's going to
So
parry upwards to move your blade up.
so like that.
And he'll go for like a kind of like a blunt end jab.
So he's hitting me with like this part.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, so you're gonna
So
send back
then-
just a tad bit.
Yeah, like that. So then he'll bring down his sword like this. He'll kind of guide his blade to kind of keep it from like going from him, and then he'll try to go for a side jab right there with his fist.
Okay, I'll take the jab.
Okay.
He's then just going to kind of tilt the hilt up and
Mhm.
put the hilt around like the blade to push yours down and
Mhm.
pull his up, basically.
Okay, the hill.
And then he's gonna go.
Oh, okay, I see what you're
And
going.
then he's gonna go for a kick.
A kick?
Yep.
Okay. I'll take that, but I'll also gain some distance from it by like since you kicked me, I'll also like jump off
Mhm.
from off of you.
Good. You're using one of my weaknesses against me. Definitely perceptive.
Yeah, well, let's call it that. I totally wasn't just going instinctual.
Sometimes your moves can be relied on instinct, but if you can put the two and two together, using perception and instinct at the same time, you'll be a very compatible fighter.
Okay. I'm gonna come at you again.
Go for it.
This time with a new technique. Magic sword! Ah! He starts running to you with his sword above overhead.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's gonna go for a gut. He's gonna go for a punch straight into your chest like that.
Okay. He is going to sidestep and kind of just swing his blade into your chest. Flat end, kind of like basically swing, like a swing.
Oh. Good, so I'm gonna be sent flying.
Yep. Not a bad
I didn't
attempt on a
like that.
feint.
Of course, you probably knew I would do that.
Yes, I tend to learn from my previous fights. Considering how you got me the last time when we did hand-to-hand combat, I had a feeling you were going to fake me out like you did, or at least try to.
Okay.
Hold your ground. I'm coming at you this time. And remember, you're
boy.
between a rock and a hard place.
Okay. Duly noted.
He'll rush at you and go for a down slash.
Go for a down flash.
Yeah, now keep in mind,
He'll-
he has a great sword. And the mass of the
Aw.
great sword is going to be heavier than your short sword. So if you try to block, I'd say you could parry, but it's still going to go down.
It's going. Where is it going exactly? Is it
He
going
is,
right for his feet?
he is slashing down, kind of like down, like
Like, shit, like here?
he's not aiming for your leg. He's like aiming for your chest. And of course, being in Ryoku, he's not actually trying to stab you, but he's just, still,
Oh, okay,
it's still a
so-
slash. So
So it's like
Do
a
I
slash.
need to
Like,
switch
okay.
models for visuals?
I think I'm trying my best to describe it, Angel. So
I'm
down.
just
Uh,
offering help. I need
I'm getting it. Okay.
Yeah. So
So what he'll do
Mhm.
is duck down, but keep his blade like this, but enough where it kind of like, where it'll the blade will kind of slide from here.
okay. So I'm sliding down.
So-
Blade's going in here.
Yeah.
He's then going to
So-
he's then going to kinda jump up to the wall and bounce off so that he
Mhm.
can gain some distance.
Oh,
Good.
been the perfect shot.
Definitely really good. You saw the difference between our weight and blades. You knew that a great sword would easily overpower your short sword. So you used it to redirect my point of blow. Very good.
Yeah. So we're not done yet. I don't know when to call it.
There's still more I think you can do.
Okay.
Come at me. Don't stop.
Okay. So he'll try to go for like a downward stab like this.
Mhm.
Like not aiming for kind of like aiming for your chest, but like kind of dragging it also downward.
Okay.
Like so.
He'll lift his blade up to where
Yeah,
it's
so it-
scratching the blade itself, and
Uh-huh.
so basically it's going down. It's also creating a very deafening screech as it's sliding. So basically, he's holding
So-
it at his side in front of his chest where you were aiming, and he's also pulling it down as you're sliding down with it. So it's creating that screech.
Okay, so it's coming down.
Yes.
Ooh, I hate that screeching noise. Okay.
Yep. And he's going to pull it
So-
up, try to parry your sword up.
Try to pay my sword up.
Yep. Like
So-
up like this, and it's quick too.
So he's like this.
Parry up. And then he's gonna go for a. He has a shoulder. He's gonna go for a shoulder bash.
Okay. So, what he'll do is he'll drop his sword, and when you shoulder bash, he'll latch onto you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be such a dick. I still have my sword, so he's another swing. And there's a
With
wall.
a shoulder bash though.
You're grabbing him, right?
So I'm like grabbing him, latching onto him like this, but there's almost no room for his sword.
Give me a second. I have an idea.
Okay, go for it.
He's going to move his wrist so that the sword is in the ground. He's gonna place one of his
Is
feet
it?
down. It's
Mhm.
like he's putting the swords in the ground as you're holding them, and then he's gonna jump up and kick the chest. He's using the sword and his leg to boost himself.
Oh, okay. So he basically let go of his sword too.
Oh, he's gripping it, but he's basically using it as
Oh.
like a. You know how like
Oh, pole vote?
yeah, like a volt in a sense. You know how when people
Oh.
like what's a good example? When people like are trying to like jump over railings or something, like real quickly, they grab
Yeah.
the railing and they grab the railing with one hand and boost themselves with one other leg to get over. It's basically what he's doing, but
Yeah.
just with a kick.
Ah, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll basically
Well, there's a wall right
roll.
there.
So, okay, so yeah, I'll slam against that one, and my sword's
He'll
actually
pick
hold
his.
up.
He'll grab his sword and place it at your
Mhm.
neck.
Okay, hold on. Let me switch to a non-sword because I don't have my sword. It's on his back. So then,
Good things I'm seeing. He'll hold out his hand as he puts the sword away.
he bring his hand out, and then he had like a little demonic ball on his hand, and he quickly diminishes it. Okay. What I
Alright.
was gonna
Yep.
do is I was gonna keep my hands behind my back, and then probably when you least expect it, blast your sword.
If I recall, I wasn't using magic at all during that fight.
Well, I was in a bad situation without a sword.
True. If by some chance you do lose your weapon, that is your next thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you were just reacting on instinct.
I just didn't want to lose.
It's in our nature to not lose fights, and if we do, we tends to drop our morale.
Yeah,
But
kind of.
it's from what I've seen, you know how to use your sword efficiently too, especially against somebody else who uses a different type of sword, such as mine.
Well, your sword is just a bigger version of mine, but I
Not
guess that really makes the
exactly.
difference.
There is a difference. You have
Hmm.
a two-handed short sword, which can be wielded by one hand due to its mass not being as heavy. It's meant for quick strikes, quick slashes, and quick blows. When it comes to blocking, it's generally weak to against heavier weapons. My sword,
Yeah.
I have to now for a normal person, they'd have to use two hands to wield a great sword. Due to me being a demon, I can wield it with one hand. Not as quick as I used to though when I had two arms, but quick enough to my liking for the time being. Basically, it's meant for stronger blows, and of course, great defense. It's the weakness of it is that it's slow, because it's heavy. That's the difference between different blades. Their shape, their mass, everything. There's always a difference between it. And I'm sure Jay will teach you all about that. To use your opponent's weapon against them. Like you did, but like you did with mine. You knew you couldn't block my sword due to it being heavier than yours. So you used your speed against me. So you've already got the basic idea. There's something you want to say?
You said we're prideful demons, right? Demons are meant to be prideful. And we hate losing, right?
From experience and from watching others, generally, yes, it is in our nature. There was a time where I absolutely despised losing, and when I did whatever it took to get stronger.
Hmm. How'd that turn out for you?
It worked, but I, of course, had to keep getting stronger because I met a lot of adversaries when I entered the material plane the first time. I thought I was on top, when in reality there were things far stronger than me. And they still are. There have been times I've had to throw away my own pride, such as asking another demon to train me.
Another archdemon?
Yes.
Are you talking about,
Don't say their name, because they might show up, I don't know. Even if it was Cleoko, but yes.
Oh, her. Okay. But the reason I asked that is that just a few days ago, me, Reyes, and, Jax went to, instructed, Mr. J?
Yes.
Jay?
Jay is a ally and a friend of mine, so yes, I know who you're talking about.
Right, sorry. I forgot. But, just a few days ago, we went on a hunting training sort of thing, and we were supposed to catch rabbits, and I didn't do so hot, to be honest. But everyone else did. They did so much better than me.
Mm-hmm. How did you feel?
It hurt, or not really hurt, it was just depressing to see how amazing they were compared to me,
There are things I'm not good at either, Kashi. I have my strengths, I have my weaknesses and my flaws. By all means, I am not perfect at all. And I do not win every fight. He's going to lift his hand up and point to his eye. This scar on my face is a reminder of one of the hardest fights I've ever had to fight in my life. It's also a reminder of one of the biggest losses I faced.
Who'd you fight?
I told Ray this, so I suppose I can tell you as well. I fought a being who controlled these creatures known as Shades. I'm sure you've heard of them, considering your encounter with the Revenant.
Jay the Revenant, right?
Yes. Jay the Revenant is a Shade. An intelligent one, but a Shade nonetheless. A while back, before this might change, before I had lost my arm even, the change had happened, there was an incident that occurred. You, I believe, weren't around. Neither Luca nor Ray were around. Even Dale was off doing his own thing at the time, but we lived in a place known as the Hub. It was a place that was in between dimensions, a safe place, safe haven for those civilians and people of stronger nature alike. Jax, Lupin, Dale, Jay, and a few others notable others stayed there. We trained and we fought together. It was our general base of operations against the Shades, which was an issue we were dealing with a while back. An even bigger issue than you're probably dealing with right now with the Revenant. Back then, the Revenant was the least of our worries because there was something far worse than him. And I had the unfortunate pleasure of fighting her.
Wait, is someone stronger than the Revenant? What?
Much stronger, Kashi. Her name was
What?
Morgana. She was considered the creator and leader of the Shades. She wielded power far beyond imaginable.
Wait. So, the person, Angelo, Angel, you know, the ice elemental
Yes.
guy. It, he's having problems fighting Jay the Revenant as it is. Are you, are you saying that even he's no match for this Morgana?
No. There were 6
What?
of us fighting her, Kashi. None of us could do a thing. Hell, the sin of pride was there. Even he couldn't touch her.
Then,
Morgana
then,
created the Revenant.
then, what are we fighting for? If there's this person who's so strong out there, why aren't we out fighting her?
Because she has been dormant for quite some time. And to be truthfully told, I don't ever want to have to go through that fight again. You're gonna see that he's gripping his fist. I nearly died in that
Even-
fight, Kashi. Had it not been for Jay Lupin, I wouldn't be standing here right now. God,
Mm.
Angelo had to patch us all up. We were all injured in our own ways. And
Is
I
this
had
what we're
to...
training for, really?
Say that again?
Is this what we're all training for?
I train so that in case a threat like that does show up again, I can be ready. That I can be stronger.
Mm.
Because we unfortunately had to retreat. To leave our home behind. And while everybody else got out, people that I at least knew, there were many, many brave souls that did not make it. The hub was completely destroyed, decimated, gone. I don't want that to be a repeat. Which is why I keep fighting, I keep training, I keep getting stronger. Not for my own personal gain like I used to, but because I have people like you in my life. Ray, Luca, Dale, Jax, Lupin. I used to be a selfish asshole at one point, only caring about myself. But when I met you guys, my whole perspective changed. I now finally have something to fight for, other than just myself, other than just to survive. I made a vow to myself that day, as I laid there and recovered from my wounds in that other dimension I was in. Never again would I ever fight and not save anyone.
When this Morgana person comes out, I'm sure I'll be ready. We'll all be ready.
Yeah. The reason why my eye is so fucked up is because, well, that was her doing. Even one of the strongest beings in that other dimension I was in was able to give me back my eyesight, albeit a little blurry, but it'll always be discolored.
I think it looks kind of cool that way, you know?
I don't like it. Maybe it's physically appealing, but when it comes to fighting, I have a blind spot. I can see still. I can see you, but my peripheral vision, it's blurry and out of place and out of focus sometimes, and it's annoying.
Mm. I still think it looks kind of cool, though.
Scars show experience.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you should go out of your way to get him. None of these were intentional.
I bet.
And I've got far too many.
This means I have to try and get stronger faster, though. Who knows when this Morgana might, awaken from her slumber.
Yeah. If the Revenant is moving around, either one of two things might be going on. They might just be doing their own thing with the power they have or were given, or it might be a sign of bad things to come. I'm kind of hoping it's the first option.
But even then, I guess they need to be stopped.
The Revenant? No, most definitely if they're causing trouble. Hell, once I'm up to full strength again, I might even help you guys. Never really got a chance to fight them. And according to Jax and Jay, they were quite strong indeed.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to fight one yet.
Well, if you're going to get involved in this whole thing, then you will know what it's like to fight a Shade. They are... Is Luca involved by any chance?
Yeah, we fought. She ended up trying to go toe-to-toe with this, Jay Revenant.
She probably
also...
could. You know why?
Hmm?
Shades are very weak to holy magic. While she may not be an angel anymore, she still has a lot of it.
I'm gonna ask you a question that I asked Mr. J and Dale, but I want to know your opinion. What if I were to eat one?
I would not recommend you eat a Shade.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Please don't.
Okay, duly noted.
Anyways,
But
let's finish the rest of the lesson and then we can talk a bit more afterwards. Okay?
yeah,
Alright. We'll be standing for this portion, so don't worry. So, what I want you to do is I want you to take out your blade. And like how we did before, with you concentrating your energy, creating it into a ball of energy in your hand, I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to do that. I want you to gather the energy in your hand, but not make it into a shape or a ball, but just energy inside of your hand, through your palm, all the way to your fingertips. Imagine that.
I guess easy enough.
Concentrate, Kashi.
As it does, it starts to envelop just his hand, though.
Good. Hold the concentration. Don't break it. Now, slowly send the energy to the blade. Let it flow. Jesus Christ, Angel.
I'm trying.
Concentrate.
It's just... It was really easy to send my aura through something, alive. But it's a sword.
Your sword is an extension of yourself. So in a sense,
to be like that.
it is technically alive. You just need to picture it as it is. 1 second. Apparently Angel updated my particles, so I'll switch in and out of the avatar real quick.
Wait. that looks sick.
Alright, back in RP. 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Why don't you watch me?
Hmm.
I
Okay.
chose electricity as I did last time, but I'll do what you're trying to do and just spread the energy in. Just as energy. He'll hold out his blade and you'll see it form in his hand, like you did before. Rather than doing the whole cross hand thing, though, he'll tighten his grip, and slowly but surely the energy will spread to the blade and wrap around it.
Hmm. Oh.
Come here.
Hmm?
Place your hand to it. It won't hurt you, I promise. You get that same feeling you felt once before, the first time you felt demonic energy, but it feels stronger. It feels somewhat comforting and warm. Like you recognize it. And it feels like it feels like it's almost calling to your energy because of its similarity.
It's kind of like I'm holding your arm, or like.
That's the idea. That being said, you try now. Picture it as your arm. You're just extending it further.
As he's concentrating, he just see from the hilt up to the handle only grow red.
Good. Focus, Kashi. Don't try and force it. Let it flow.
Let it flow. As his hand like drags across it, you see it kind of like with his along with his hand. He's kind of like imbuing it. But it only gets halfway, even if he drags it across.
Closer. Did you run out of
And then
energy?
it disperses. No, I'm still having a hard time being able to, like make it flow.
What are you focusing on when you're doing that? What did you do? What did you change to get it halfway?
And you said to make it flow, so I thought that maybe if I were to drag my hand across it, it would help the flow. It's kind of like if there was what I pictured is that if there was a dam blocking water, if I were to sort of like, destroy it, it would help the water flow more naturally,
It's a good analogy.
That's how I picture. But what I was thinking about in general is that I just wanted to get stronger, catch up with everybody,
It takes time. I spent nearly 100 years trying to learn what you're learning so far, and it's only taken you a couple of weeks. You've already almost mastered what took me nearly 3 years in just a matter of weeks, Kashi. You're progressing a lot faster than even I did. But patience, while it may not be our strong suit, it is extremely important to get results. Everyone that has been training thus far has to have patience. I know you want to get stronger to protect your friends. But rather than wanting to do it just so that you can catch up. Get stronger by telling yourself, I can do this. It will take time, but I can do it.
I don't think you understand what's, like, why I want to catch up so bad.
Then tell me. I already know you haven't been completely honest with me. Then again, I'm no better.
Again, everyone is so much more amazing than I do, but there's... even... Freya is going through her blood magic training, and... Of course there was Jack, and then there was Ender, there was... Bari, all of them catching items, and I could deal with that, but what broke me the most is that when Reyes was able to do better than I am, and I'm pretty sure that we're training for the same amount of days, yet yeah, it just hit me that way, that there's such a gap between us. And then there's... I know she depends on me a lot. And just not too long ago, Dale told me something that I really had to get stronger for. It's like if I don't get strong enough to meet that expectation, then I'll just end up failing them.
Then I have a question for you.
Yes?
I can teach you. I can teach you how to get stronger. A little bit quicker. However, it will require two things from you. You have to be willing to listen, and at times you also have to be willing to let go.
What do you mean by let go?
To not worry about your feelings, to not worry about what the others are thinking. To focus on you and yourself only. It's not an easy thing, I know, but if you want me to train you like that, I will. But it will be much more difficult than what I'm already doing right now. It's entirely up to you on what you want.
As it is right now, I don't think I have the time to go at my leisure anymore.
Why is that?
I'm supposing Dale or no one told you.
I've been in here for a little bit, Kashi.
Well, you know how Luca has been losing herself to contempt.
That's what it's
Day
been
by
called
day,
now.
right?
Yes, I know.
Apparently, it's gonna get really bad real soon. Soon, Luca won't be able to hold herself back anymore. And it's gonna take control of her. And they're relying on both of us, you and I, to hold her back.
I see.
Yeah.
And I imagine you're taking that rather seriously, are you?
I was told that if we don't do this, we could lose Luca. There is no more time. There's no redos to this. It's gonna happen. and I'm not sure if I'll be able to do anything.
Look at me and listen to me real closely. The more you doubt yourself, the more you're going to continue to believe that you can't succeed. It's not true at all. You've already done much more than you think. It's only been 2 sessions of training, and you've already thoroughly impressed me by how quickly, how efficiently you've learned. Hell, you've even learned something I didn't even teach you yet. But just because of practicing and trial and error, you were able to get it. Rather than use this as something to bring you down, use this as determination to want to learn more. Think of it as your gluttony. Rather than actually eating something quite literally, hunger for the chance to learn. Corny, I know, but...
I did eat a few books a few days ago, too.
You feel smarter?
I'm hungry for knowledge.
That's one way to go about it. What did I tell you about the last time we trained? Hold your head up high. You're a demon.
Yeah.
No matter what anybody says, you're proud and you're strong.
Proud and strong. Dragging his sword across it, now, the red energy now comes. He was channeling his hand through his hand this entire time.
Now you're just going to see, like, a very impressed grin on his face. And just like that, you've learned something new. Want to test it out?
Sure. What am I gonna test it out on?
I'm coming. Swing your sword at me.
At you?
Go for a down slash, I'll go for an up slash.
So like this, right?
Yep. I'll count us off.
Okay.
3,
Alright.
2, 1. He'll go for an up slash. As they clash, a shockwave of demonic energy echoes from the both of us. There's also a very loud clanging. You can even see Nero kind of struggle a little, his feet being pressed against the snow. Good.
I guess I can ease up now.
Yeah,
This.
go ahead.
Oh my god. Like I couldn't let go of my sword for a second. And the moment he lets go, the demonic energy loses itself. Guess I'm no good at holding it.
You'll have to practice that on your own. Kind of like how you were practicing shaping the energy. That's just something you'll need to get used to. Don't overdo it though. It's not a good idea. But you noticed how you made me make an imprint in the snow. Just the sheer force of our energy clashing against each other wasn't enough to make that. Now imagine if you learned to master that. Imagine what you could do.
Almost scary, but I was told not to fear it at all.
It is a little scary at first. I will not lie to you. when I was learning this stuff, I had to learn quick, and if I didn't get it right, well, it wasn't good for me. When I did eventually learn and gain progress, it was the most satisfying feeling ever. Because I no longer was at the bottom of the chain, as I once was. Every story has a beginning, Kashi. My beginning was quite similar to yours, in a sense, when it comes to getting stronger.
It's always hard to believe when people tell me stuff like that. Like I'm always told that I was just right where you were when I was your age.
We can relate to you that easily.
Yeah, but when I see the finished product, it's a little hard to believe, you know.
If you talked to me about 300 years ago, 400 years ago, and you told me that this is where I'd end up, I'd call you fucking crazy.
I guess.
And not just because I'm missing an arm, other things as well. But
Is there?
you've already learned so much in just so little time. This is our second training session, and you're already getting so used to using demonic energy. And the more you use it, the closer you'll get at, well, getting some of your more demonic features back. I'd say once you get the hang of traveling your energy through your weapons, you'll start to see some changes.
I am starting to feel a slight bump in my head.
That's a good thing. Also, don't just try and limit it to your sword. Your shield can also run energy, I believe. Adding that extra durability to your shield is useful. Of course, I don't use a shield, I just use my own energy as shield. So.
I'll remember that.
The lesson is a little short, I know, but I'm just walking you through a simpler, less brutalized version of what I had to go through.
Actually, could I show you? Do you have time for me to show you one more thing I've been working on?
I've got all the time in the world, Kashi.
Okay.
Angel.
I've been trying to practice when I used my aura, kind of see or feel my way around.
You've been practicing on the
So-
sensory I mentioned.
Yes,
Okay.
though just a little. I wanted to see if I got a little better with it. Let me just. Okay. Can you stand right next to those two trees?
Alright.
I want to be able to see if I could differentiate you and those trees. Up. Over here would be good. Oh, here it goes. Immediately you see the aura kind of like envelop him, though it kind of starts to thin out, and like a kind of like a dome around him. So he's able to spread it farther between those two trees and you. Hmm. It is faint, though. Yes, I can see everything. Well, not everything, but like your body shape, how tall you are, where your feet are planted in the ground, your horns.
Can you see? Try see if you can extend that connection a bit more. I'm curious about something. Because if you're able to see what I can look like, perhaps maybe you can look a little deeper.
Okay. We all need to focus.
I'm going to
Only zero
roll
in.
a d20 for you to see if you can get this, okay?
Okay.
Hey Google. You got a 15 on the dot.
Cool.
Okay. So what you're gonna see when you concentrate is it'll be very faint, but you'll see a little light. You can't tell what kind of light it is, but it's it's within Ivan.
Mm. There's something. I can't tell what it is. Hold on. It's like a glimmer or a shine.
You see him kind of get a little surprised look at this. I think you're
Hold on,
looking at
let
my
me see.
soul right now, or at least a bit of it.
Well, let me see if I could see it more clearer. And you see him put more energy into it, or like put more put more energy into it, trying
Careful.
to force it.
Don't
No,
overdo it. Know your limits, Kashi.
I think I got this. Mhm.
Ivan could see souls.
As he's like pushing farther beyond the boundary, he's starting to see more and more of it. Though you see him struggling more.
Kashi.
Oh my god, I
Okay,
swear.
roll another d20.
Hmm?
Roll another d20
For me?
for him.
I'm rolling the d20s for him, so hang on.
I wish I had my d20.
You got a 10.
10. Okay. Well, I guess okay.
Kashi.
I can't stop.
What do you mean you can't stop?
It has a mind of its own. I don't know why, but I can only see you.
There shouldn't
I
be
can't
any.
see anything anymore.
Kashi. Look at me.
I'm,
Calm down.
I can't. There's something. It's saying something.
What do you mean? What is saying? What is speaking? Kashi! Hey! Kashi! Kashi! Hey! Kashi?
Feels good to be out.
Who are you?
Who am I?
You have a name?
Are you asking me that? I guess you can say that I am the part that he rejected.
It's just as I thought then.
I guess you got wind of me then.
Because he rejected his side, you formed. I really do feel like I'm looking in a mirror. I went through the exact same thing at one point in my lifetime.
Because he rejected his side, I was able to pull him. It's kind of nice, though. This boy, he's a good vessel. You said it yourself. He has potential, and because he's kind of becoming his own, he has his own demonic aura. I think that just makes him the perfect candidate.
As much as that sounds good, I unfortunately can't let you stay this way.
Don't worry. I don't mean to stay for long. It just, it was just a little cracks in his mind. I was able to slip through. Though, up until now, he tried to push himself. So I knew the boy wanted to get a little stronger, so I just gave him a little bit of mine,
I see. You two are disconnected then.
Yep. Though I'm trapped inside here.
One
Feels
of my
nice,
reasons for training him is so that he can get adapted to that side of himself again. And I guess in this case that you two can be whole at once again.
Oh, eh? I don't plan on that, to be honest.
Oh.
I like this body.
Yeah, unfortunately it's not yours.
It's more of mine than it is his. Isn't it? He got rid of it. He's afraid of it. Everything that made him a demon, I embrace. It's cute, though. He's trying to get it back.
Oh, I'm well aware it's why I'm training him in the first place.
And a good teacher you've been. My hand's shaking. I think he's coming back now. Though, don't think this will be the last time we meet.
I imagine it won't be.
I really just want to take this for a test drive.
Good for you. Just so you know, if you cause trouble, it won't be good for you. Either I or someone else will stop you, and to be honest, I think it'd be better if it were me.
Don't think you can't hurt me without hurting your little brother.
Kashi, are you okay?
Yeah. Do you know what just happened?
It's tough to explain. Do you remember anything that just happened a moment ago?
That there was voices in my head and I couldn't stop myself.
Yeah.
Just-
Sorry. I had to knock you out for a moment.
Hmm?
You were losing a little bit of control, unfortunately.
Had to what?
I had to knock you out. You were losing. You couldn't stop yourself for a moment, and I was getting worried.
Ivan? You had to what?
Am I cutting out again?
Yeah.
Do I
What?
sound...
Ivan, you had to what?
He said he had to knock you out because you were losing control.
Hmm.
Sorry, but
Was I fine though?
you were fine. You were just going over your limits.
Hmm.
And one of my rules is know your limit.
Hmm.
But
I just
the fact of the matter is you were able to see a glimmer of my soul. It's impressive, all the less. Just be careful when you try
What
to
is-
improve upon that.
Hmm. You know, for some reason I feel heavier.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's like something spread out through me and evened me out, but not in a good way.
Might be... When I did knock you out, your energy did kind of level out, so I apologize for that.
Hmm. Did I do something to cause you to knock me out?
I don't know. Your energy was getting a little sporadic as you were trying to push through. I didn't want to take any chances in you to accidentally hurt yourself.
Hmm. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I was kind of going up a limit, but I just felt like if I just pushed a little harder, I could have gotten it, you know?
You were close. Just need to be careful, alright? You're still getting used to this. No, don't get me wrong. You've gotten a lot better, but just takes practice. But
Hmm.
you've improved greatly, and I'm genuinely impressed, so we'll call it a day for now, and like I said before with the whole energy shaping, practice what I've taught you thus far, and we can move on to the next step. Things will start to get a bit more interesting now.
Okay.
We'll do some real fighting.
Real fighting? Like,
I'll teach you how to use
what do you mean by real?
I'll teach you how to increase your energy attacks, make them stronger, and I'll teach you how to do the slash attacks I did. Once you get the hang of that, then we can start improving those by doing full-on sparring sessions.
Like, what, actually trying to hurt each other? Sparring sessions?
Yes.
Oh,
We'll be in
yippee.
when we do those, I'll make sure we're in Lyokos, so if you do accidentally
thank God.
strike a fatal blow, we'll be fine. That's why I like Lyoko, because we don't need to hold back.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Alright. As much as I wanted to talk with you, unfortunately, I need to finish the rest of my meditation for today. I'm rather close now. Friday, if there is a cafe or something around, or not, I'll be here. Maybe you can bring Ray, or Luca, or someone else, or people who know of Lyoko, and just come visit and talk.
Yeah, I can tell some of them haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
At this point, I think that this world is a population of 2.
Make that 3 actually, because technically there is a Lyoko being that crosses my path every once in a while, but...
Thunder strikes in the background.
Yep. There they are.
I was told not to go near them, but it would be fine if I go near them, so I don't know what Dale was trying to say when he said they're dangerous, but they're not at the same time.
We're allowed to be here. They know that we're allowed to be here. But if they... But sometimes...
Just so you know, Kai, you can ask her to show up if you want.
Okay. You know what? I'll mention your name and you can just pop. You know what? I'll mention your. I'll say the name and you can just pop in. Like you just immediately freaking flash to my side or some shit. Yeah.
Wait, which name are you saying?
Sonda or Sandra.
Sonda.
Sonda. Okay, gotcha. Anyways. Yes, but. When he means they're dangerous, but they're not, they won't hurt us.
Okay. Oh, there's Morgana, but you said a while ago.
Sorry, I was doing something. But yes, yeah, but that was Sonda, the resident Lyoko being here.
Sonda?
Yes.
Who's Sonda?
The Lyoko being in this sector, they protect it. And every once in a while, they'll just show up. Like, I'll be minding my own damn business and they'll be here. Or I'll be training and they'll be here.
Sonda.
Is that supposed to be my cue?
Yes, that was supposed to be your fucking... I said your name like 3 times, dude.
Even I said it. Even I tried to say it.
Alright, so thunderclouds start forming in the sky directly above, lightning scattering across the sky until eventually a thunder crashes down. Lightning strike crashes down and...
I was told not to do this while it was thunderstorming.
Don't... Kashi.
Strike me down!
Why?
Hello.
Who that?
That is Sonda, the Lyoko being.
She's a lot lustier than what Dale is leading on to be.
Repeat that again?
I think it's kind of hot.
He's just gonna he's just gonna just lightly just punch your head down.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Ask for permission before touching the tail.
I said a bunch of other
Can I
stuff.
touch your tail? Can I touch your tail?
I don't recommend that. Actually, I don't. They're not.
He's just kind of just staring at us.
Yeah, she does that. But I wouldn't touch the tail. As you can see, they use lightning.
Let it touch his tail, I dare.
You're a fucking evil
just-
bastard, I swear to God. Actually, Kashi, you said you wanted to be struck down by lightning, right?
Did I say that?
Yes. You held up your hand and
What?
said, "Strike me down."
Sure.
That's why.
I just think it'd be cool if I got struck by lightning and I gained powers from it.
You know what? Since you asked, I think it would be fine if you pet the tail.
Oh. Okay.
You asked for permission, so...
Sando, was it? Yes. Might I kindly pet your tail?
Why?
Because I like fluffy things.
Angel and I are so evil.
Well, that's not a
But
no. But why? Well, to be honest, when I pet one of my friends Luca's tail, she gets all red face, and I think that's just adorable. And I think maybe it'd look adorable on you too, if you got all red face.
I don't know if my face can get red.
But is that that's not a no? Now is it?
No, not a no.
It's a no.
It's not a no.
It's not a no. So it's a yes. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Are you touching it yet?
Yeah, I am.
Second you touch it,
Mhm.
about 20,000 volts of electricity go coursing through you.
He touches you and the thunder starts going through you.
Fucking... Ugh. You little shit. Oh my god. That was meant to be funny. Fuck.
It kind of was. Well, you know when you got shocked.
He's just gonna just flick you. You go. Well, you...
Some of the electric was still on you when you flicked me.
Good. You got your wish, didn't you? You were struck
Yeah.
by lightning and you got to pet her tail.
I guess so. Surprised I lived through
He's
that.
just gonna just kind of
Look at
pat
my
your hair
eyeballs.
down instead of like standing up.
Wow, I'm like a Super Saiyan.
Just... Let's call it a day. I think we both need rest after that.
No, I'm wide awake from that. Though I think I can smell my eyeballs cooking.
That's not a good thing.
That smells good though.
Go rest.
Okay.
I'll see you on Friday or whatever day I see you on.
Yeah.
He'll just he'll hold out his hand in like a fist bump.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll see you.
Yeah. Take care.
Okay.
That kind of backfired on me, unfortunately.
I don't think I got red in the face.
No, he definitely went red for a moment, though. I think that might be something you need to take care of. I don't know. Lyoko creatures get notifications? I have no fucking clue. Alright, well, I'll be going back to what I was doing originally. See you around, I guess. I mean, this is your place. You kind of are around.
I'm everywhere.
Yeah.